So I would like to invite, we will start our session, Innovative in People-Centered DRR Communication. It is our final session, and I would like to invite Ms. Panakporn Prasitpon, Digital Media Director, Thai PBS, Thailand.
Okay, I'm Kanokpon Prasitpon from Thai PBS. Today I'm honored to share with you all the title of topic, the Thai PBS Media Innovation Use Case in Climate Change, and Climate and Disaster or Crisis about the reporting. Before we begin, let us short brief about the Thai PBS. Now, so you can explore. We don't have much time, so you can explore my organization via search Google as well because I have a limited of time. During the disaster situation, the demand for news and information increased rapidly, and events can change very quickly. The role of the media became extremely important. Media organization must respond swiftly and less professionally, providing accurate and reliable information so that the public can clearly understand the real situation. Okay, today I have two recent situations that occurred in Thailand this year to share as case examples. The first use case is the PM 2.5 pollution crisis. That is the major threat to Thailand's public health and economy. We focus on real-time information, dissemination, data analytics, and fostering public awareness and participation. Okay, this graph I show you the PM 2.5 trend by region in Thailand. It clearly indicated that Bangkok and the northern of Thailand have significantly higher pollution level compared to other parts of the country, especially during the peak crisis period, which is from December to March. And this graph, I will show you that the air quality index or AQI level that stay above 100 for more than 1 week from November to March this year. The AQI level have continued to rise each year. In the past 2 years, the regarding have exceeded the standard safety limits. Okay, so Thai PBS has created a portal website that complies content services and news related to the current air pollution situation, and has named this campaign we call making a way through the Dutch, or in Thai ฝ่าดงฝุ่น. That website will serve as the primary resources that can be launched immediately, acting as a central hub and that bring together information from all available sources. And this promoted under the link www.thaipbs.or.th/pm25, including support of foreign language or English language, AI in text-to-speech and sign language feature as well. This is like a workflow air quality data that we collect and collaborate with the Pollution Control Department and Airport Thai application, which are trusted sources. Our system process convert this data and to different format tailored to each platform, variable and various objective to audience as show the example. Okay, this is a TV screen. When we got the real-time data, during the crisis situation, TV or traditional media remain a trusted and effective media. We integrated app quality data via API into the broadcast system, presenting it clearly, easy to understand, visual updating continuous across all programs via television. We have developed a system to provide information, news, interact, and engage with the audience via line. It's like the communication or chat system in Thailand. Its function has like a chatbot that can receive user command or any keyword that user type directly to us, respond to their question. Okay, this is a feature we align the service that lets to Q&A immediately via like each person. The people can check the PM 2.5 level in their area using geolocation automatically. I will back to the reason we focus developing online application, because today people in Thailand and around the world depend heavily on the social media. In Thailand, Line has become the most widely used communication platform according to the latest data this year. More people use the Line chat more than the Facebook in this year. This trend led us to focus on developing personalized news alert service delivered directly through Line. Okay, except the Line, we jumped across the platform. Our Thai PBS digital screen will display air quality information everywhere. This picture is an example of the digital signage or LED screen in front of the Thai PBS building on the Vipavadi Rangsit Road. People on the way won't miss a daily information update. And beyond situation reporting, a lot of information, we producing content in various formats. In other way, you use the digital platform for communication. Thai PBS also the dedicated unit that create indeed the public interest content. And we create the unit and brand the Active. The Active will produce the information like a data visualization, provide information in this situation as well. Okay, the second use case that I will show you today, disaster case I would like to share today, this earthquake that struck on March 28 this year that caused widespread panic, especially in Bangkok. On March 28, 2025, or this year, the power 7.7 magnitude earthquake in central from Myanmar caused strong shaking across Thailand. Bangkok was hit the hardest and highlights under construction collapsed, resulting in death and injuries. The city was declared an emergency area. Okay, this picture on that day, my team, the live streaming team and TV production had to adapt your team, even moving the production setup outdoor on that day as well. Although the incident occurred in the short period of time, a lot of information came very fast on that day. We created a web portal together, all of information, all of the related data, and provide various public services, including live program, educational content, and importantly, and fact-checking at the worldwideweb.thaipbs.ra.th/earthquake. The earthquake, occurred only once, but it's created many questions, concerns, and difficulty of the people. Using the Line chatbot became another effective way to let AI respond with accurate information and highlight the areas where AI can platform well. This is a screen of the AI chatbot that we create. A Q&A automatically respond with the people via chatbot like PM 2.5. Okay, this is a graph of the crisis situation for the earthquake. Fake news, disinformation, and rumors spread rapidly, Another way service where we use digital platform and to fact-checking under our initiative Thai PBS Verify. We also employ AI-based defect detection software to identify misleading content that can cause public confusion. I will show you today. This is an example for the verification on the earthquake situation. The sample is the fake news was claimed the Chuedagong Pagoda in Myanmar has collapsed. However, we use the Google Lens, Google Map, and Google Earth and mix with the verification process to find this is the fake news. And this is AI generated. Is this photo claimed to show the sky fall share over the 1,000 times, but we use the AI detector software and the process. In fact, it is the AI generated. Okay, I will show you. Publishing information online only may not be enough because during the crisis, traditional media, as I told you, is very important. Fact-checking, result website information, and digital content must be integrated. This picture I will convergent with the TV broadcast that show the ticker and QR code via television to guide viewer to access immediately available direct to online. And the Thailand earthquake have don't forget the inclusive. During earthquake situation, special broadcast will including the sign language. We create the big sign stand for big sign language service and will display through online platform. And the target group is kids. We create the big sign and content for kids or like educational in the earthquake and provide to Vipa. Vipa is the OTT or video on demand platform of Thai PBS. Finally, I would like to conclude the 6 key takeaways that media organization must consider when the communication during the disaster and crisis. We provide real-time alert and verify information so public will know what is really happening. We help people stay safe by offer clear explanation of risk and debunking misinformation before it spread. Through multi-platform deliver, television, radio, online, and social media, whatever, we make sure that information reach everyone. And by working closely with the community, we ensure inclusive communication that supports resilience and leave no one behind. Thank you for your attention. ขอบคุณค่ะ
It's working. Thank you so much, Kanakor. Our next presenter for this session is Mr. Shimakawa Esuki. He is a senior correspondent from NHK Japan.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me to this important session today. I am a correspondent and responsible for disaster prevention and mitigation reporting at NHK. I will give you a brief introduction to NHK's operations and then introduce how we utilize real-time data to make people feel that it is their concern and how to use data to provide human-centered broadcasting using the latest examples. Firstly, let me explain about NHK. Our corporation is public broadcaster, not national broadcaster nor commercial broadcaster. Broadcasting center in Tokyo and 53 broadcasting stations nationwide. This is our corporate plan. Mission of NHK as a public broadcaster. First, to protect lives and secure safety, and to deliver information far and wide, broadcast and digital too, including in times of disaster. So when considering disaster prevention and mitigation approaches, we believe it's important to make people think of it as their own concern. To achieve this, we use two main types of data. First, real-time data. Second, location data. First, we will show you a video footages that explains our efforts with real-time data.
Last June, severe torrential rain attacked the northern part of Kyushu.
Yes.
More than 40 people died or went missing, and more than 3,000 houses were destroyed. NHK started real-time risk analysis based on the latest weather information provided by the National Disaster Authorities through the online network. This is the flood risk map of the area. The levels of risk are indicated by using different colors. The rivers in purple face high risk of flooding. The darker the purple color, the higher the risk.
ここに佐田川という川があります。例えばこの川ですとすでに水位は急上昇しておりまして避難判断水位をもう超えています。まもなく氾濫危険水位に達しようとするところです。で住宅もありますのでこういったところを溢れますと一気に浸水が広がる恐れがありますので安全の確保が重要です。
Our reporter in charge of disasters analyzes current and potential risk of disaster areas, specifying individual names of towns and rivers. This is the landslide risk map, based on information from JMA. We are making extra efforts to call on people to evacuate as soon as possible by providing specific risk information in detail.
Yes, this footage was in 2017. As you know, Japan is prone to natural disasters, every natural disasters. So the Japan Meteorological Agency and other organizations have created a lot of information to address the issues. Therefore, it is important for us, media, to appropriately communicate impending crisis to local residents. That's why we are working to display data from JMA and other sources on a map in real time when a disaster to heavy rain or typhoon is imminent. For example, this shows risk of landslides by color. And this is the risk of low-run inundation from heavy rain. A unique feature of this system is that by combining it with map layers. So I'm sorry, this is very small, and you can see detailed place names appear when I click on them on our computer. You can see the city and town name. And this also shows the risk of flooding, such as river water levels. It's also possible to compare, you can see compare the water level with normal levels. Left side is normal levels. So we have been using this system since 2017 and are continuing to upgrade it. So next, I would like to introduce how we utilize location data. So this imagine, please imagine a major earthquake or severe rain disaster. When we conduct extensive coverage and produce numerous reports, the amount of information grows rapidly. At the same time, the public finds themselves surrounded by information jungle like that. It becomes difficult to understand where events are happening and what is occurring in their own communities. This was exactly the case during the massive earthquake and tsunamis struck Tohoku in 2011. And one cameraman recalled being asked at the flood site, "I'm worried about my friends. Which areas are underwater? Where are the evacuation centers?" So based on such voices, we developed the disaster information map. By attaching location data to reporters' articles, we can create visual map. Clicking on icon reveals details such as damage reports or temporary toilet locations, and even videos submitted by viewers, citizens. These icons each indicates the actual location of the landslides or some hazards. And also this map, hazard information on landslides or flooding can also be displayed. Since the map is published on the web, people can easily grasp that a disaster is approaching. Moreover, this tool is not only useful during emergencies, but also for relief efforts. For example, we can receive information from local authorities about shelters and water supply stations and display them on the map. As you can see, technology is evolving every day. Will this mean that in the near future no one will die in disasters? Unfortunately, that is not the reality. Major challenge is public awareness. If we consider the relationship between risk, hazard, vulnerability, and exposure under climate change, we see that as vulnerability decreases, minor hazards cause visual damage, making risks harder to perceive. So, recognize is needed. Here, the media plays a crucial role, uncovering hidden risks. For example, our data analysis revealed that many homes and elderly care facilities like that are located in areas predicted to be flooded during river overflows. So these small dots are the care facilities. Red circles means estimated over 3 meters high when major flood occurred. So investigative reports is very important. So finally, I want to revisit an important principle for the future. When I reported, I covered in Vanuatu hit major cyclone. People carried cyclone maps. These cyclone maps had letters and numbers along the axis. And cyclone positions were sent via SMS short message to smartphones. People use this information to locate themselves, understand warning zones, and evacuate to shelters when cyclone approaches by own decision. If communities have a clear yardstick like that for disaster information, even simple data enables them to recognize risks and take life-saving actions. Now our information is highly detailed, both spatially and geographically. The case we learned in Vanuatu shows us that we need to continue to consider not only how to improve the accuracy of the information itself, but also what technologies people will use and what approaches will allow us to create a yardstick. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shimakawa Isuki. Our next presenter for this session is Mr. Maysam Mashayeh. He is the head of communication with media unions from IRIB, Iran.
Okay, good afternoon to everybody. I hope you are keeping well. Thank you very much for the ABU, Sri Lanka, and UNESCO for holding this great event. The event is about the media and natural disaster. Media beyond the messenger, a powerful agent of change in building resilience for climate action and disaster prevention. First, I would like to introduce about the number of TV and radio channels in Iran. IRIB have 20 nationwide TV network, 34 provincial, and 11 World Service. And IRIB radio networks, 18 nationwide, 43 provincial, and 30 World Service. IRIB, TV and radio organization with more than 150 TV and radio networks in all of the country, including 31 provincial, and more than 1,200 cities, is the state broadcasting and trustable media dealing with natural disaster in Iran. One of the most important functions of the media is warning and preparing the people. There is a proverb that prevention is better than cure. Through satellite, through technology, we can prepare the people, and we can warn the people. So this is the broadcasters in Iran that prepare and warn the people before any kind of disaster or heavy rain or flood. And we also we have a special TV education channel in IRIB. This is the training and education, not only educate general issues, but also about the natural disaster. And this is a suggestion for any kind of media that is establish a channel for the natural disaster to educate and teach people how to deal with. So media highlight earthquake preparedness manuals in the elementary school. In Iran, there are some training and some educational classes for the students for elementary school and high school, and they have a good relationship with the schools, high school, and media. And media can cover the manual, the drills, the training, and teach to other people. So this is, as you see, the pictures is like a simulation, like what happens exactly. And it's about the adults and work office. Also, we can teach to the adults, to the people who are working in the office, and how can they shelter. This is a very emergency issues, the basic, all the people should know about the basic and training things that they can do during the earthquake or natural disaster or any release. The most important organizations of dealing with natural disaster in Iran and cooperate with IRIB are three organizations or groups. The first group is, Red Crescent Society, and the Crisis Management Headquarters and People's Aid or NGOs. The Red Crescent Society as a most important and major organization in Iran that help to the people hit by earthquake or by flood. And during this, event, during these disasters, Red Crescent Society, help the people. And as I mentioned, there is an organization, Crisis Management Organization. It has a good, relationship and cooperation with TV and radio. And they have 13 working groups. And this is another suggestion that this country can have working group for communication, working group for health treatment, any, working group for insurance. So these kind of working group can have good relationship with the media. So these are in practice, and they can have with media to cooperate with each other to deal with natural disaster. And also you can see the People's Aid. In the time of earthquake, flood, and anything, people can help each other themselves. Media should take action before, during, and after natural disaster. We can summarize all the things, this is my perspective or view, that we can summarize all the things about the natural disaster to three important things: before, during, and after. What can we do before that? What can we do during the event? And what can we do after the earthquake or flood? So before natural disaster, we should aware, educate, training, drills, something like that, and disseminate the early warnings and highlight vulnerable areas. So these actions are before the natural disaster. During a disaster, so when a disaster happens, we should live update, emergency alerts, combat misinformation. One of the most important, disadvantage of the, the time during of the, disaster is that we have misinformation and disinformation. And during this time, the media should take action and combat with the disinformation and misinformation. Connect people with resources. We should find, we had a working group today, that we should find some places and then lead and guide people to the shelters. That is very important in the emergency time. Facilitate coordination, amplifying, and voices. So after a disaster, recovery and accountability. Report relief efforts, share survivors' stories, and monitor long-term, encourage donations, and investigate causes and failures. These are the after, a disaster. And we should find the weak points. And also, we should help the people very urgent and very forcefully. So now there is a question that social media or traditional media, which one is much more important during a natural disaster? So the benefit of the social media is real time, very fast, speed and reach. The people can, use social media for informing people very fast. This is the benefit of the social media. And the disadvantage of the social media is, as I said, the misinformation. You cannot trust it, So traditional media verify structure and authority, credibility, that you can verify and credible the, of the event or of the news. So limited interactivity. The disadvantage of the traditional media is limited interactivity or a slower update. So at the end, social media for rapid updates, traditional media for verified information and official guidance. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mason. And our next presenter for this session is Mr. Jae Kwan Lee, Executive Managing Director, News and Current Affairs, KBS Korea. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone, my colleagues. It's a great honor to be here to join the ABU Climate Action and Disaster Prevention Summit. My name is Jae-hwan Lee, Executive Managing Director of News and Current Affairs at KBS. As you know, Korean Broadcasting System. Today, I'll talk about KBS AI innovation in disaster broadcasting. I hope our experience is helpful to all ABU members. Okay. Here's a quick outline. First, a brief look at KBS AI innovation. Second, why AI matters in disaster broadcasting. Third, how KBS is using AI in real situations. And finally, a few examples from actual broadcasts. Okay, KBS AI innovation. KBS has designated 2025 this year as the first year at AI broadcast. And we are now integrating AI across our entire production workflow. Disaster broadcasting and services for vulnerable audiences are our top priorities. In line with our public service mission, to accelerate this effort, we've formed strategic partnerships with leading AI companies and established an advisory group dedicated to AI-driven innovation. So why is AI essential? Okay. Effective disaster broadcasting requires 4 things: accuracy, speed, and actionable information for people on the ground, and accessibility for all. AI helps us meet each of these demands. Let me now move on to how KBS is using AI in real situations. Okay. KBS applies AI to a wide range of disasters: earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, and floods. In these moments, we must instantly shift into disaster broadcast mode and deliver information that can reduce harm. Okay. Our first major challenge was earthquake system. Since 2021, KBS has developed and operated its own AI-based earthquake system. It receives real-time information from KMA, Korea Meteorological Administration, automatically generates images and news script, and converts the news script into audio using TTS, text to speech, and assembles everything into a video clip. The system needs about 10 seconds to prepare for on air, and about 3 minutes to render 4-minute clip. KBS currently operates or receives fees from about 17,000 on-site cameras installed by us or by external agencies. In the past, selecting the right footage from so many cameras under severe time pressure was extremely difficult. Today, we train AI models to identify the characteristics of each type of disaster. When an event occurs, the system automatically selects and edits the relevant on-site camera footage, allowing us to put it on air immediately. Actual broadcast examples, let me show you.
At 8:26 a.m. on June 12th, a magnitude 4.8 earthquake struck Buon County in North Jeolla Province. The epicenter was located about 4 kilometers south-southwest of Buon, with a focal depth of 8 kilometers. The Korea Meteorological Administration reported that this information is based on a manual update of the earlier earthquake.
In June 2024, last year, a magnitude 4.8 earthquake struck Korea, and tremors were felt nationwide. This clip was automatically produced by the KBS AI earthquake system. The next clip is a real breaking news segment.
6월 12일 오전 8시 26분에 전북 부안군에서 규모 4.8의 지진이
It's
발생했습니다.
playing now in
지진의
Korean.
진앙은 전북 부안군 남남서쪽 4km 지역이며 진앙의 상세 주소는 전북 부안군 행안면 진동리 진온의 깊이는 8km로 분석됐습니다. 기상청은 위의 정보는 2024년 6월 12일 8시 27분에 발표한
The AI-generated earthquake video aired first
부안
and
규모
followed
4.8 지진으로 인해
immediately
지역에 따라 최대 진도
by
5의
live
흔들림이
footage
전달됐습니다. 지진
showing the
속보를
shaking
진동은 거의 모든 사람이 진동을
in
느끼고
affected regions.
흙과 창문 등이 깨지기도 하며
This went on
불안한
air
물체가
just
넘어지는
moments
피해가
after the
발생할 수 있습니다.
quakes.
진도 5의 진동이 전달된 지역은 전북 부안, 전북 정읍, 전북 김제동
Unfortunately,
지역입니다. 진도
live
삼 진동은
footage
실내에서 많은
is
사람이
not
느끼고
playing now.
점에서 깨며 그릇과 창문 등이
Okay.
흔들릴 수 있습니다.
In
진도
the
삼의
end,
진동이 전달된
it's
지역은
playing.
전북 고창,
It will be
전북
playing.
순창,
Okay.
전북, 군산, 전남 담양,
This brings me to the end of my presentation.
전북 6개 지역입니다.
Thank you for
진도 삼의
listening.
진동은 실내,
Uh,
고층 건물에 있는 사람이
Last session, last speaker. Thank you.